Hi everyone, my name is Miley and welcome to my wedding YouTube series. So I got engaged December 10th, 2022. So it's been like 3 months or so. And here's my ring. It is gorgeous. I love it. I told Tyler exactly what I wanted, so I wasn't surprised. But everyone's like, Tyler, you did such a good job with the ring. And I'm like, thank you. So highly recommend if you're really picky about your ring to hint as much as you can so you're never surprised. Also, this is my dog Taro. Hi Taro, say hi. Okay, she's very tired because we just went to the park all day, so but she'll be here. This is her spot. So hope you guys don't mind. Here's the timeline. We got engaged December 10th, and then we had an engagement party that night at Atlanta with just like 10 friends, and then we went straight into holiday season. So after about New Year's, we were like, okay, we should start looking at venues because that's like the first thing that gets booked up. And without a venue and a date, you can't really do much. So I just want to take you guys on our journey with a few venues, what I liked and what I didn't like. So the first 2 venues are actually sister venues, so that worked out well. It was only like 5 minutes apart from each other. They were the Barns at Wesleyan Hills, I believe is what it's called, and then Crystal Lake. Pavilion at Crystal Lake. So they are both in Connecticut, and they were really close by Tyler's house, which is what drawn us a lot to it, because that means a lot of his family can make that, especially the older generation. So we looked at those. I will put some videos here when we toured. We really liked the barn because it's actually going to be a summery backdrop with like these like drooping trees, and it's gorgeous. The one thing that we did not like about these 2 places is that it's a little bit too rustic for us. So the reception is basically at a barn cottage kind of vibe place. It's all wood, everything is wood, everything's really warm toned. That's just not something that we pictured. It gives like a little bit of a farmy vibe, which if you're into that, if you're into the whole boho theme, then obviously these 2 places are perfect for you. But that's not something we envisioned. We wanted something a little bit more modern and just, you know, not too farmy. We visited those. They were really nice, and they were a really good starting point for us. We literally told them, we're like, hey, this is our first 2 venues we're visiting. We have no idea what we're looking for, so here we are. And they were really nice about it. So yeah, we kind of just put the barn on the back burner. We're like, okay, we kind of like that place. Could be a backup. And their dates were pretty available. So yeah, so we went on with our lives. I came on back to Atlanta to do my daily life. I work here at the moment. So actually Tyler and his mom toured a place, I think in Waterbury. It's called Bella Vista. It was super cheap when they sent us the quote. By the way, we started off with using the Knot to contact all of these vendors. And we recently switched to Zolak because the Knot gave us some tech issues that we were not really thrilled about. But yeah, we reached out through the Knot. They gave us the quote and the pricing sheet for the Bella Vista. And we're like, what the hell? That's literally half the price of the barn or like the Pavilion. So that was the only pricing point that we could relate to, just because like we didn't look a lot of places yet. We were immediately like, let's visit this place ASAP. I wasn't there, so I was like, Tyler, why don't you go and take videos? And they went. I FaceTimed them when they were there. I hated it. Like, I just did not like the carpet in the reception. The ceremony place is beautiful. They have a beautiful backdrop. There's like fountains and stuff. But I was just like, Tyler FaceTimed me from the inside, and I was like, what is this outdated building with like dirty carpet? I was just not thrilled. And I immediately told him, I was like, you don't have to talk to them anymore. I think we're done. No tea, no shade. Looks like a really nice place from like photos, and it is really affordable. But it's not our vibe. Not at all. We're both very young, in my opinion. So definitely not the vibe we were going for. So end of February, my mom actually visited me from China. So we were like, let's take advantage of you being here and let's nail down a date and a venue when you're here, because I wanted her to see everything and have her opinion too. So she came, we went up north and we visited the log cabin in Massachusetts, and it was beautiful. It ended up being our second choice. It's set on this gorgeous mountain. It has like a gorgeous backdrop of like, you know, like the Northeast Berkshire's mountain kind of backdrop with like beautiful trees. And we were thinking of a fall wedding at this point, so it's going to be gorgeous colors of the leaves and gorgeous reception place. The reception kind of have windows, so you still see the view throughout the entire reception. So we actually really liked it. They said they were going to do renovations this year, so it's going to be even better by 2024. So we were really thrilled, and we actually put a soft hold on a date. So a soft hold, if you don't know what it is like, sometimes venues will let you do that. It's like you have like 5 days to decide if you actually want this date or not before anyone else can take it. So we're like, all right, we love this place, let's put a soft hold. And we know that we were going to decide within 3 days because we were visiting 2 more the next day, and that's it. So we put a soft hold on a date, October 19th, 2024. So that was going to be gorgeous fall season in Massachusetts, and that worked for us. I was really excited leaving the venue thinking that was it, until the next morning we visited actually going to be what our final wedding venue is going to be, which is just insane. I don't want to say where it is because obviously internet, not a great place. You can probably figure out where it is. But Tyler and I actually went to high school right next to this venue. So they're on the same lake in Connecticut, and the lake is basically going to be the backdrop of the ceremony. I spent 4 years there, and I absolutely have an emotional connection with this place, with this town in Connecticut. And it is like the first 4 years of my life spent in the US. So I have a lot of fond memories there, some good ones, some bad ones, but bittersweet. It is just a gorgeous part of Connecticut. It's the Berkshires, and it's just very, very beautiful with like trees and flowers and stuff like that. So we were also thinking of a fall wedding at this point. But then we thought about my high school is literally right next to this venue. If we do it in the fall, that means there will be kids. And I don't like kids, especially screaming kids at the lake right next to our ceremony. Oh, no. I could not deal with that. We're like, let's do summer. Summer is gorgeous. It's green. It is nice weather. We also have to think about if it's a fall wedding in October, it could be kind of cold. So we gave up on the fall wedding and decided on summer for this place. And we kind of left with a really, really great impression. This place is basically like all inclusive, like the open bar and like the food and everything is all in a per person price. So they do everything for you, which is like so nice because we don't have a wedding planner and we're not hiring a day of coordinator for this purpose because they already got everything. So it was just like pretty easy, and we held on to this idea and went to the next wedding place. We went to the next venue. Couldn't find the word there. And this place is called the Wadsworth Mansion. And if you're from Connecticut and you kind of know the wedding industry, you probably know this place because it's so popular that every single Saturday of 2024 is booked at this place. So we went in thinking, okay, we're gonna have to be okay with a Friday or a Sunday wedding at this place, which kind of sucks. But it is like this big, gorgeous white mansion. The driveway leading up to it, I literally was in the car and I was like, oh my God, this is like my dream princess wedding. Like if this is like a little girl dreaming of a wedding, this is what it is. It is gorgeous in the summer, all green, beautiful backyard. And there's a rose garden too. If you're getting married in May, then you can do your ceremony there. And it's like white roses everywhere, which is gorgeous. And I was really, really drawn to this place. Just like the big mansion vibes, and you know, you just want to be a princess. Who doesn't want to be a princess? There were a few downsides. First of all, I have to do a Friday or a Sunday wedding. Second, this is a public property, which means we have to turn off music by a certain time because there's a curfew. did not like that. Especially, we're thinking about a Sunday wedding if we were doing it at this place. The curfew was 9 p.m. Like, I'm sorry, that's way too early to end a wedding, and I would hate to be constrained, having the best day of my life cut short. Third, there's no like bars nearby to kind of do an after party at. I just feel like it will be really abrupt end. The hotels are scattered everywhere around here, and it was just not, I feel like it wouldn't bring people into one place. And another reason, speaking about not bring people into the one place, we would have to split up the reception in 2 rooms because of like, there's 2 ballrooms, each can hold under 100 people. So I felt weird about that, being dedicating most of my time to one place and then having to also balance the other. Like, I just feel like me and Tyler would literally never eat our dinner or like do anything by ourselves because we have to entertain 2 rooms. Like, that's crazy. That was definitely a downside that I immediately noticed when I was there. I definitely didn't want to look into the other downsides because I loved this place. It was gorgeous. But realistically, it was just not gonna work out with our wedding plans. So I was actually really, really sad leaving that place. But my mom actually suggested, she was like, why don't you do your engagement shoot here? You can still have this place, but not have it to be the actual wedding. I was like, wait, that's kind of genius. Because it's like kind of like that vintage mansion vibes. I can do like, if we can like rent a vintage car and do a little shoot there, I think that would be awesome. So I think that's what we're actually gonna end up doing. So that's that. We left, and we basically left with the idea that we're gonna do it at the venue right next to our high school. So that was really, really exciting. We got home, started immediately doing the math of like how much it would cost. The parents had a money talk. I made sure to not be there for that. We have our wedding plan, and then we dropped off our deposit together at the mail like 2 days later or like a day later, I forgot, but we dropped it off at the USPS post box. We were so excited. We took a video and I'll show it here. But yeah, we were very, very excited to get everything started. We have a 1.5 years, and it was just gonna be a really fun, long journey. So our wedding is gonna be August 3rd, 2024, and I can't wait for you guys to be on this journey with me. I will be documenting everything. And if you're a 2023 or 2024 bride, make sure to follow along on this journey. I would also love to hear your advice and complain about the same things. And yeah, and especially if you're a Connecticut or Massachusetts bride, I would love to connect and we can like share a little, hacks and tips. Would love to be friends with you. So yeah, stay tuned. I think for this video, I'm just gonna focus on venue. I think that's already a lot to talk about. Oh. She doesn't want to be in the shot anymore. Okay, well, that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of like went through my thought process with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.